Has COVID-19 left you feeling all dressed up and nowhere to go? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today is all dressed up with no place to go, nowhere to go. There's a couple variations on this particular idiom and expression, and it's one of those expressions that can be taken literally or figuratively. You can literally be all dressed up and ready to go to an event, a party, an occasion, a celebration, a play, anything we used to do before COVID-19, a concert, and it's canceled or something happens that you end up not being able to go. Maybe you're getting all dollied up and gussied up to go to a party and you get a migraine and you're like, oh, I just can't go. Or your date cancels on you or gets in a car accident or something, God forbid, bad happens and the project or the event gets canceled. So you've gotten all dressed up, all cleaned up, all spiffied up, and you end up not going to the event. With COVID-19, many of us in our businesses had plans and ideas and organizations. Many of us individually had plans for 2020. And as COVID, as we became aware of COVID and as things started to change and things started to shut down in our businesses and in our organizations and in our lives and with the events and the schools and everything else that we're used to attending, we all had to figure it out, right? Without warning, for the most part, COVID impacted millions and millions of us. And we've had to figure out, how are we going to change? How are we going to respond? How are we going to pivot? How are we going to continue to live our lives given all of these new changes and restrictions? This is one of those idioms that's actually relatively new. It's a little over 100 years old. It's from the early 1900s, and it actually became famous because it was used in a musical called The Girl of My Dreams. And she was all dressed up and ready to go and something happened. I don't know the story, never have read it, but it reminds me so much of how the majority of us on this planet have probably felt during 2020. We're all prepared, we're all psyched up to follow our dreams and live our goals and live our lives in 2020, and boom, dead stop. And we had to figure it out, right? We've had to figure it out. Now, some of it's been hard, some of it's been easy, some of it's been unbelievably chaotic, but we have figured it out. We've realized that there's been technology and tools and things available all along that we might not have taken advantage of because we were so busy doing things the way we've always done them. It's so easy. We become creatures of habits in our lives and in our businesses as well, and we forget to look for new solutions, new ways of doing things. And COVID-19, if nothing else, it will be credited with making a massive move forward with respect to technology and people adopting technology. I never would have thought that my 83-year-old mom would be on a Zoom call with the entire family. Yet it's happened several times this year. When we can't get together, we create remote events. We have Zoom birthday parties, Zoom weddings, Zoom conference calls, Zoom coaching calls, Zoom or Facebook technology. There's all kinds of technological solutions out there. And now there's been a mass move toward them. And in a lot of ways, that makes how we do things in our business different, but in many circumstances, a lot more economical, a lot less expensive. Instead of traveling halfway around the world to meet with our clients and customers, we're hopping on a technology, a Zoom call, a conference call, some other platform to actually communicate and see and have meetings with people across the world. We're holding remote events that are probably 1/25th or 100th of the cost of hosting and leading and having live events. There's so many ways that we can continue to move forward in our lives, continue to learn and grow and create what we want using the technology that's existed for a while that we are now actually taking advantage of. But we have to be open-minded and flexible and willing to change, willing to look at different ways of doing things. I remember my daughter telling me the company that she worked for had been thinking about doing and allowing people to have curbside pickup for a long time, but for years, but they had never gotten around to doing it. Well, guess what? As soon as COVID-19 hit, they figured it out within a couple of days, definitely within a week, because it became a necessity. And so all dressed up and nowhere to go, there's always a place to go, right? We can always dress up because it makes us feel better and enjoy whatever it is we're doing and wherever we're doing it. So we don't have to let outside circumstances dictate how we feel. We can choose how we're going to feel and how we're going to respond to events on our own. It's up to us. So curious, what have you done during 2020? Share in the comments below to adjust, to adapt, to change, to meet the challenges in terms of standard operating procedures, sanitation practices, customer delivery, customer interaction. If you're in a live events business, what things have happened in your industry to make it possible for you to continue to do business, continue to grow and thrive. And look around. There are industries and businesses that were non-existent before that have been created during 2020 and are absolutely booming. So if we're always looking for ways to serve our customers better, if we're always asking ourselves questions and searching for the answers of how can we serve the people that we serve better, what are creative, different, new ways that we can serve them, what problems do they now have due to COVID-19? Because guess what? Just like us in our businesses, everyone we know is encountering different challenges and different problems that they never had before. They never had to figure out what and how they were going to get their groceries delivered to their home. They never had to figure out how they were going to teach their kids at home. So it's created a whole new set of problems for the people that we're already serving that we can help them solve. That's it. Have an absolutely amazing day. I say get all dressed up and stay home and work, or get all dressed up and just enjoy your day. COVID or no COVID, do what you're going to do, be who you are, and have an amazing day. I'll be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how much you use it to grow your business and supersize your business right now. Take care.